Hey guys, my name is Makgabo and we are back.
We come back. My name is Susan. And yeah, I'll probably be posting this on both our channels. So welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to her channel. And vice versa. Today's video, what are we covering, my friend?
Okay, so today we are going to be discussing about living alone as a young professional. Yeah. I think we have some things to say about that.
We do.
It's quite interesting. So what's the first thing we're going to talk about?
So I think the first thing we'd actually like to talk about is the actual fact of the actual effort it takes to find a suitable living place that is like within budget, has 8 out of 10 of the things that you actually want, because you'll never get a perfect apartment.
That's true.
Unless you build it in The Sims.
So when I was looking for a place, I looked for a place that was, I think the first thing was
budget.
I think it was definitely the budget.
Okay, yeah, also for me, but I thought I'd talk about the physical aspects.
No, but my friend, I'm lying. It wasn't the budget.
What was it?
It was not the budget. For me, it was about safety. I think that's my number one thing. It was about safety. I'd rather even pay more. As long as I feel safe, then I'm good. So for me, it was safety. The fact that it was close to transport. There was actually like a bus station right outside, Ravaya bus station. So I would just walk out and go to the bus, get on the bus, go to work. And I guess the third thing for me is the place being close to the shops. So
access to transport, access to supermarkets,
and safety.
And safety, yeah.
So anyway, finding accommodation. How did you find this place that you? Place you you're still in the place you
lived at. So one thing about me, my main thing was it has to be close to work, because I didn't want to spend a lot of time and money commuting. I was like, I'd rather pay more money on rent and then it's close to work than pay less money on rent and it's far from work, especially because I was a pedestrian. Well, I'm still a pedestrian, but now I'm a pedestrian with a license. Check out my license.
Yes.
So I went to my place of work, and from there I started walking because I wanted to see what estates or what neighborhoods were close to my place of work, so that I could start from there. Okay. So now as I was walking, I was also taking note of, this is the Gautrain bus stop, which bus stops here, where can I get the bus from if I'm gonna live at a place where I need to take the bus. And then as I was doing that, I saw a billboard for this place, and I was like, okay, and they had this whole special, 50% off this month's rent and all that stuff, right?
Plus, that's a big thing in January, guys.
A very big thing, yeah. So you should also look out for those deals, because you save on paying 2 months of 1 month rent, 1 month deposit. So, and then I saw the billboard, and I just took down the number, but I didn't act on it yet. I decided to call these people, and they told me that they can process my application in 2 days, which was great because I needed efficiency, because I needed a place to live before actual working started. And called them, they sent through the application, and also, hey guys, I'm straight out of school, so where's my credit score? I was thinking about building a credit score when I was in varsity. Unfortunately, I was not that financially literate.
We were just there vibing,
towing allowance. Not even using that allowance to build up vibes for us. So unfortunately, fortunately, I had to my application was supported by my dad, because I couldn't just support it with a letter of employment. Also because of the fact that I'm a foreign national, so they were not just gonna take me for my word of mouth. So my dad supported my application. I used his bank statements and his details and whatever, and I think he also had a credit score. He has a credit score here because he's been paying accommodation
since
when I was here since varsity. So and then fortunately it went through quick fast using his details, and He also helped me with the deposit because again, I was coming straight from home. Dololo money in my bank account.
Guys,
Never
even a
anything.
fridge and a washing machine. This girl has a washing machine.
Oh yeah, so yeah, my parents we settled on an amount that my dad would be willing to assist with, and that amount had to cover the deposit first month's rent and what I'd need in the apartment. So I was like, need a bed,
Absolutely.
need a fridge. I didn't need a washing machine. The washing machine actually came like a month later after I moved in. I didn't need it, but I forgot it in there because
why not?
Why not? Yeah. So bed, fridge, washing machine, microwave, and a desk. So the desk was also important because it's we were working hybrid workplace, so
yeah,
I'd need to work from home. And then that's how I found this place. I moved in. Like the application process was processed within the 2 days. Yes, once everything was paid up.
Oh wow!
I got my keys, and they even let me move in on the 31st of January, which was a Sunday. Because I think the 1st of February was like the next day or something. I can't remember. Yeah, and I moved in, and I spent the first night putting up curtains because how can you sleep in a curtainless apartment?
People do, okay?
Yes, but because I was living on my second, third floor, but yeah, I had to put up curtains because otherwise, people in the streets could see me. So yeah, and then I just made my bed, and that was me my first night, my finding accommodation story.
Wow, sounds easy. I had drama finding a place here.
I remember.
It was not fun. It was not cute at all. And where do I even start? Where should I start? Okay,
Property 24.
Fine. Well, I found this place when I was still home. I knew that I needed to be here in January. So I'm like, okay, I'll look for this place. I see. And then I get here, I think I paid the deposit, and then once I had paid the deposit, I was told that, the spaces have filled up, now you have to wait for February. And I'm like, what? And unfortunately, that was the situation, and already I had paid a deposit. So my first few days here in January last year, I stayed with my friend for a few nights. No, not even a few months. It was supposed to be like a week or something like that until I moved in. It wasn't like a long time, but it ended up being a whole month. Like we ended up living together for a whole month because of that place. So anyway, I found this place, and then I get told that the spaces are filled in, so now you have to wait for February. Okay, fine. I'm like, I'm not gonna wait for that because obviously I didn't want to like inconvenience my friend for that long. So I started finding another place that was close by there, by like literally the same area as where I had found the place. And then it was actually quite easy. That was quite easy. But now remember, I had already paid a deposit on that one, and now already I want this one. So it was a bit of a mess, but I found it.
It was with the same property company, right?
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't?
Mm-mm.
Oh, so you have to get your deposit back, and
I did end up getting my deposit back.
Okay.
Yeah, after I wrote a Google review on them because
and guys,
they were refusing with that deposit. They wanted to make life difficult. And by the way, let me also explain that after they told me that I can come and move in, I was told that the spaces are full. I should move to one of their other buildings, which was like very, very far in CBD. And guys, I just explained, for me, safety is the first thing. So there was no way I was going to live in Joburg CBD.
Can I just interject there also? The fact that, guys, Google reviews, believe them. About a place you want to live in, you must check out the Google reviews. Even if it looks nice on Property 24, check out the Google reviews. Because I think that's also a mistake. Not really a mistake that I made, but my place is no place is perfect.
Yeah, of course.
So if I had checked the Google reviews, I think it would have saved me from being shocked by some of the things that happened. So yeah, just an interjection.
By the way, it was after I wrote that Google review that suddenly there's an email about getting my refund. I was like, oh wow, why didn't I do this
Sooner.
you know?
Court of public opinion.
Imagine. Anyway, cool stuff. I get this place, and obviously, like we just discussed, we have no credit score. So I also had to use my dad's details. I had to use my dad's details, and he's been paying for my accommodation like since. So it was the same procedure. And also, my first job, I was not going to afford the rent that I was of that building that I chose to stay in. So my dad was helping me out with the rent. So I think I was lucky in that regard because I didn't have to worry about rent. I was not gonna afford it. Like, yeah.
And I think just to speak on that as well. I mean, because my dad helped me with the first month, but then from there I was able to like pay for my rent going forward.
Yes, when
But-
adulting.
But I think something to make note of is the fact that our parents are of the philosophy that like they don't really expect you to have much during your first job, you know, like if you are like really stranded, emphasis on how many realies I say, then like that's when they'll assist you and like they're willing to assist because like you're a young professional, they've been in their eyes like they've been paying for you your whole life, so where do you suddenly get this money to just support yourself from the get-go like a full-blown adult? So that's just their philosophy. And also fortunately we're also last born.
It's last born privilege. Guys, you have to milk it.
Woo!
Milk that last born privilege.
And I'm the last born and the only girl. So it's like times 2.
Okay, but you must milk it with some brains now. Don't get stuck in that mindset of being last born. Your parents are always going to do stuff for you.
Exactly.
No, you also have to make sure that you push yourself and
and meet them halfway because as I said, they helped me in the first month and with appliances. But from there they never heard from me again.
So even for me, like I knew my dad was helping me out with rent, so why would I be asking for anything else during the month? It was only in like really desperate times, which is it was rare. I must be honest, it was rare that I would ask my dad for money during the month. Like I had to make sure that I work with what I have. The ends must meet.
The ends must meet. And I think that's a nice segue into our next point, which is talking about budgeting.
Yeah.
So my friend, when did your lessons in financial literacy start? Or when? I don't know.
Oh
wow. When?
Since I got to varsity, like the one thing that my mom always told me was like don't ever be left penniless. You should use your money wisely, even if you're broke. Like she would tell me, when your bank account, when I was a student, if your bank balance starts to say 500 rands, girl, you are broke. So just stop spending money. You are broke. So I live with that principle. I can't have 0.00 in my bank account. I don't even think I'll sleep. I think I'll just have I'll have anxiety.
I agree. Like I think when I say I'm broke, I just mean my available spending budget is penny. But my net worth is not finished. I just have to say. So same philosophy, yeah. Although for me, I think financial literacy, because my dad is an accountant, so you can only imagine. You grow up being drilled like, must take care of your money. And so, because I had my first bank account, they opened it when I was 8 or 9, right? Because so my dad started giving us money, like Christmas shopping. Put your money in there. If you finish your money, it's finished. The Christmas shopping is over. What must happen?
Oh wow!
And
that's really nice.
Yeah, and then like when I went to boarding school, I also got my allowance there. And then I think I started budgeting as a teenager because I'd have to budget like I'm spending this much on toiletries, this much on snacks, this much is my tuck shop money for the month.
Okay.
So that's where we started.
And obviously, as the years progress, like I'm into, I think we both are in like certain podcasts about wellness and health and
holistic wellness.
Yeah, like, and finances. So,
ESCOM.
Oh, it's ESCOM. Anyway, yeah, so we started like reading books and listening to podcasts about finances, like managing finances.
Like, should we like give recommendations?
Yeah, I think one of our favorite is Mapalo.
Yes, Mapalo Map.
Yeah.
You're not broke, you're pre-rich.
Yeah, that book.
The context is so applicable to us as Black women in South Africa. Spending rands.
Especially when you're like starting over also, so I think, and now I'm reading a book, a finance book, because guys, is the financial decisions that you make now, they are going to count.
They do.
Like, you can't see the results now, but they are really going to count in the future. So you really have to keep on growing and growing in that aspect of things.
Growing in your financial literacy, your understanding of what money can do for you, and making your money work for you. They all sound like buzz terms.
Yeah.
But it's true, guys. You need to make your money work for you, because if you keep working for money,
it's not cute. It's stressful. It really is. I mean, already it's stressful now.
It's stressful now because we are working for money. We don't have pennies to invest in.
So I think it's very important to start learning about your finances as soon as you can.
Do the most you can with the little that you have, so that when you get the more that you imagine, you can just be exponential.
And I think it actually, that principle really applies with different things, like the small, like manage the small things so that you can manage the bigger things, because unfortunately, I don't know, like life just gets more and more challenging as you grow, meaning the challenges get bigger and bigger and bigger. So if you haven't learned to manage the small things, it's hard.
And how can you scale your management of things if you don't even understand the fundamentals?
You see, you don't want to be in that situation.
Exactly.
Not that we are professionals.
Hey guys, please. Sometimes I'm scared to look at my balance on 27.
Because you're busy in that enjoyment, swiping, Apple Pay, everything. So,
but I think even talking to like our personal budgeting philosophies. So I think I'll start because I'm a foreign national, right? And this was like my first job. So one thing was that in as much as I was thinking long term, but for me it's like I can't think long term beyond my visa duration.
Oh yes.
You see. So one thing that was a factor for me when I was doing my budget is I should be able to pay my rent. And utilities, like let's say rent, household living expenses, let's call it that, to cover everything that pertains to this house. I must be able to pay that. I must be able to pay my medical aid because I was paying for it because I was on a contract out of pocket. And I think the most important thing was savings. So like always put money away in my savings account, and not even split the savings into inaccessible and accessible, because you never know when you need money, guys. Adulting random problems crop up when you want the money them
right now.
You can't wait 7 days on the notice deposit. So I'll split my savings into like accessible and inaccessible, but even the inaccessible one is a short-term window for me to be able to access it.
Okay.
So and then from there, after
you have the same bank account. Okay, cool. Different bags, by the way.
So then from there, like after I've also made sure that like I eat and like my needs are met. Just say when my needs are met, because saving is a need, guys. After that, the money is free for all.
Enjoyment.
Ciao, ciao, ciao. That's my philosophy.
And by the way, guys, automate your savings so that you have zero excuse. Like automate. So
I don't have an excuse.
I guess for me, what did I have to budget for? living expenses of the house. Yes, I had to make sure that there is food, there's electricity, and then I needed to have money for petrol. So I ended up having a car. Oh, I did not buy a car. Let's clear that up.
It's the wonderful parents.
It's the wonderful
Who
parents.
lent. Keyword is lent her a car.
Thank you, parents. So obviously I had to budget petrol money for that because I was going to work with the car. What else did I need? Okay, savings are automated, and just like with her savings account, I have one that I can access immediately, and then I had one that is you need a notice to access. Mine was 7 days.
Even me.
Is 7 days.
I can't do 2 weeks. Why am I begging myself?
32 days.
Begging myself for money for 1 month.
But anyway, so what else did I need? Yeah, I needed petrol. I needed to take care of things in my apartment. I needed groceries. I had a gym membership. So I had to pay gym. Yeah, I don't have a lot, hey? And I barely bought clothes. Like, I hate shopping, so...
And also, in terms of shopping,
Yeah.
when I moved into my apartment, I realized I have a lot of stuff. So I challenged myself to buy only one new thing a month.
Okay, that's a good idea. So, yeah, and the rest of the money, enjoy.
Hey guys, chow that man.
Yeah, it's yours. You wake up early, you go to
you go to sevens, and then you chow. You end that man. They chow your time.
You need it.
They pay you.
You need to enjoy it, but make sure that you have taken care of.
Take care of your needs. As you said, take care of your needs. I even remember talking to my dad about it. It was like rent. Like you must spend. Or even living in your household expenses should be like 25 to 30% of your income. So like don't live too fancy.
Yeah, but try to live like a student.
Live within your means. Come to the end of this video, and we know we've talked about a lot.
We did.
We talked about a lot.
I didn't expect this to be like this long.
Yes, but definitely. If you've watched this far, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And also just want you guys to tell us in the comments below. We should have even said this after we spoke about it, but like what are your top 3 things when you're looking for accommodation?
Yeah.
And like what budgeting principles like do you live by, And like what's your relationship with money? Is it good? Is it bad?
I guess that's it for this video. This was actually fun. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned a lot. And please subscribe to our channels.
We'll link them here somewhere.
Okay. Bye now.
Bye.